We had insane endings to the games in week 7. And some of them came at the expense of the Falcons and the Bengals, which will surprise exactly no one. So let's get into it. Are the Falcons still hot off the Dan Quinn breakup? No, they're not. The Falcons are falconing harder than I ever thought possible, and that's after watching them blow a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. If you go to dictionary.com, the definition of falconing is there. It pops up. It's a verb. To repeatedly be in possession of a lead, only to blow it in the most mind-bendingly stupid and heartbreaking way every single time because you cannot, for love or money, get out of your own way. Now, the Falcons cannot falcon themselves no matter how hard they try. The Falcons make the NFC East look like a division full of 4 Chiefs teams. I mean, despite firing the coach, known for blowing leads, the Falcons blew a lead. In especially painful Atlanta fashion, here's what happened. Todd Gurley tried not to score a touchdown. He was aiming to stop short of the goal line for a first down so the Falcons could kick a field goal, keep the lead, wind down the clock. However, the one time the Falcons were trying not to score, they did. And funny enough, Penn State did the same thing on Saturday, and it cost them the win. But there was nothing funny about the way the Falcons lost. I mean, technically it was hilarious because the Lions got the ball back with a 4% win probability. The Lions scored a touchdown to tie it. Their kicker, Matt Prater, who has historically not always been great, made the kick, of course, and Detroit won. But at this point, it's sad, I'm struggling to come up with analogies. Jokes feel mean. It's like Atlanta fans keep getting dumped every week, even though they don't want to be dating that person in the first place. I don't really know what to say except thoughts and prayers to Atlanta. Who won the Battle of Ohio? Before this game started, I was like, oh, this is going to be high comedy. And right out of the gate, Baker Mayfield and Joe Burrow both threw interceptions in the first drive. And yet, in the shock of a shocking year, Browns-Bengals was a great game. Baker and Joe got their acts together. And at one point on Sunday, my large adult son, Joe, was the passing leader in the entire NFL. In fact, he became the first rookie in NFL history with at least 400 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown in a single game. It wasn't enough. Baker kept the Browns out in front. Joe, however, must have remembered what I told him when he was a wee lad, which is what every mother tells their son, which is never give up, Joe, especially not against the Browns. Because he threw a touchdown to give Cincinnati the lead with a minute left. But Baker was too good down the stretch. He got another touchdown for Cleveland, and with 4 seconds left, Joe threw this wild Hail Mary that the Bengals almost caught, but in Bengal fashion, did not.
Give me a little drip. Give me a little drip. Yeah. Ooh.
At least Joe seemed to get sacked a few less times. The good news is that he's still on my health insurance because he isn't yet 26. What's the deal with the NFC East? Well, Washington and the Cowboys are tied for second, the Eagles are in first, and the Giants are in last place, I guess. But it seems like in this situation, honestly, everyone is in last place. When the number 1 team in your division only has 2 wins through week 7, that's a big yikes. In fact, this is the opposite of Ricky Bobby. In this case, if you're not last, you're first. The NFC East is a good lesson for kids, that sometimes just being slightly better than the worst can really pay off. To catch you up on this trash fire real quick, the Eagles beat the Giants on Thursday night, and Daniel Jones was too fast for Daniel Jones' own feet. DK Metcalf's incredible run on Sunday night to track down Budda Baker just made Danny Dimes' run look that much more, like this.
Jones keeps, gets a block, takes off, and he is gone. Trying to stay upright, and he trips. Absolutely all alone, and he trips.
And a bad year for the Cowboys got worse when Andy Dalton left the field after taking a massive hit against the Washington football team. So now Dallas is down 2 quarterbacks, and they lost to Washington 3-25. But hey, Maybe the NFC East is just trying to make 2020 feel better about itself. Who remains undefeated? The Steelers. They came in hot to beat the also undefeated Titans. Stephen Gostkowski, with a chance to win the game, missed the field goal, and now he might have to enter the witness protection program in Tennessee. The Seahawks were undefeated. They are no longer. In overtime effort games so wild that it seemed like it slammed back 15 shots on a Sunday night, the Cardinals somehow iced their own kicker, Zane Gonzalez, and he missed. So the Seahawks get the ball back, and Russ throws an interception. And then the Cardinals get the ball back, and Zane Gonzalez makes the kick. Redemption for Arizona. Every Seahawks game is kind of like watching someone almost fall off a tightrope. And like usually they make it to the other side, but this time they didn't. And Pittsburgh sits atop the league as the only team with 0 losses. What team is the opposite of undefeated? The Jets. Was there a holiday on Sunday? There sure was. It was National Tight Ends Day, a holiday that George Kittle made up and then really leaned into this year. Apparently, it's the 4th Sunday every October, but basically all they do is they just mic up all the tight ends, and then the broadcasters say National Tight Ends Day a lot. It's like their one joke of the weekend, and there are a lot of dad jokes you can make about tight ends. I won't make any because the only ones I can think of are not suitable for this family website. How many touchdowns did Tom Brady throw? He threw 4, and then he ran for another. And it's just such absolutely because we can't even. Who forgot how to play football? Cam Newton. Cam Newton forgot how to play football. He threw 3 interceptions, and Bill Belichick benched him for Jarrett Stidham. And the Patriots lost. And this is really fun for anyone who's hated the Patriots for 20 years. And it's really miserable for me, a Patriots fan. I hope you're all happy.